Hey guys, Matt Noonan for a season preview video. We're inside today despite Mother Nature dumping a little more snow on us here in New England. It's getting a little old here, Jamie, but lacrosse season has officially begun. We're 2 weeks in, and these guys, as for me speaking of you guys, Wheaton Lions, you guys start next week. Wheaton College comes here, and Jamie, you got to be getting exciting. It's lacrosse season. We were talking about off camera.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting started a little bit earlier this year than last year, with Curry, as you mentioned, coming in here, we wanted to get a good opponent to start off with, and they had a great start to their season last year, and looking forward to open up our field too as well. For Norton Field, we have that's going to be our first game there, and I think a lot of exciting things going on, with that and the program and the new field and the start of the season.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about that. I mean, this year again, you're going to be playing on some turf this year, and I from my end, I think from covering lacrosse, I've always felt that, hey, look, it's a better game on turf. It's faster, it's quicker. Of course, there's a lot of pluses to playing on the grass too, but kind of have you noticed anything how your players have been able to adapt maybe quicker? I know again there are other teams in this conference in the NEWMAC, Babson and Springfield having turf fields. So just kind of talk about maybe adapting to the new field and again having a brand new home turf field to play on.
Yeah, I think it'll help us certainly on the road and getting ready for that and everything. And having the grass field, I've always joked that it's bittersweet having the turf because we went 13-1 on the grass field here in my 2 years. So that was an advantage, But it was also difficult for us on the other side of it to go on the road and play on turf and play on a faster surface because we were used to the grass. But having this facility in the fall and having our guys get out and work and everything like that, when we're not not practicing, they have their own place to shoot and do one-on-ones and play as a team when they want to and everything. So it's been great for us getting ready for the season.
Let's talk about going, building on last year's team. I know last year's season, 7-8 finish, came up short in the Pilgrim League conference. You lost to a Babson squad that did end up losing to Springfield. But here you guys are again, new season. Everyone's 0-0. Talk about what you guys learned from last year and how you hope to apply it to this season.
Every year is different, and I think we had a good year here in 2012, and I think we might have been a little bit too complacent in 2013. So we've come back with a new attitude this year, and really just want to work hard and see where the chips fall from there. And I think last year we learned a lot as far as we need to earn our victories and earn our spot. Our place in the NEWMAC here, and we're not taking anybody for granted this year. And I think we had a lot of close losses last year, and the record could have gone either way. But I think this year we have a plan to outwork all of our opponents on the field and off the field, and see where we end up at the end of the day. That's all we can do.
You also have a slew of seniors coming back, and just kind of talk about maybe the seniors, what they've brought throughout practices, how you're expecting them to grow from last year and the previous years of playing under you, and what can we expect from them this season? This
group is one of my favorite groups, and I think that's going to make the biggest difference for us this year is their leadership, and they've done a great job so far of getting the guys together and doing stuff when we can as coaches, and Harry Bramall, Pat Crane, Colby Shields, Cam Hanlon, Jesse O'Neill, those guys are in their third year under me, and so I think they're starting to get the idea of what we're doing here, and I think the more time that we've spent together, we've grown as certainly as players and coaches, and I think they're probably one of the better leadership groups that have been around. I think it's going to be this team in particular. I think is pretty close, and I think it has a lot to do with the seniors and the leaders and where we've come for the last couple of years.
Just kind of talk about some of these freshmen that are coming in here and the experience that you saw. They're going to build on from their high school experience.
Well, we did make a concentrated effort the last recruiting class and this recruiting class to recruit more locally, and there's a lot of great talent in Massachusetts, and we're certainly would love to have that as a part of the Wheaton Lions program. So there's it's something just being up here and being more familiar with the club coaches and the high school coaches and everything, and getting a better feel for Massachusetts lacrosse. It's something that we've certainly concentrated in, and I think it's exciting to have some local guys on your team, and kind of bring some of that the Massachusetts blue collar lacrosse to your program. So
let's kind of talk about some of the strengths of this team that you look forward to, that you think that has kind of worked on that you guys, again, I know you harped on about the leadership of this particular squad with the seniors. Talk about the underclassmen are coming in here that are, have had some Massachusetts high school roots, but just kind of maybe some other qualities that your team is going to possess and will be counting on as the season progresses.
Well, I think we're deep offensively. We have we have a lot of guys playing out for some spots right now still in week 4 of the preseason. So I think, and I mean that in a good way. We have a lot of talented kids at the midfield. We have a lot of talented guys at the attack, and we'll have some rotations. As long as, knock on wood, we stay healthy, we'll have some good rotations there at the midfield and the attack. And we're excited to see what we can do offensively this year with that depth and that talent. We'll be playing a lot of young guys, both sides of the ball defensively. It's looking like we could start 3 freshmen on that end right now. That's exciting as a coach because you have some young guys in there, but it's also, I think it's they're going to learn on the fly. So you're going to have to take some mistakes, but I think they're going to go out there and play with energy and be exciting. So we're athletic, and I think we're deep, and we're young. Those are the 3 things I say about us this year. So.
Always good qualities to have. Just, I guess, last thing we can kind of wrap it up here. Just kind of talk about your schedule. Maybe, again, you have some very good, got a lot of good non-conference games to get you ready for the NUMAC play this year, too. And also, this is the inaugural year of the NUMAC, too. So if you want to maybe talk a little bit about that.
We definitely made a concerted effort to bring in some better teams and play some better teams this year. And we're going to have, at a conference, I think it's our best schedule we've had here in a long time. So we're excited about that. That's just going to make us better and prepare us for the NUMAC. And we have it is the first year of the NUMAC, or it's come back, I guess, so to speak. But being in the Pilgrim League, being the NUMAC, it's still the same teams. It's still a great conference academically and athletically, and it's still great to be a part of. But it would be nice to get that first one and have it be the NUMAC this year. So we'll see.
Sounds good. Jamie Lockard, my name is Matt Noonan. For more on the men's lacrosse team here at Wheaton, make sure you head on over to athletics.wheatoncollege.edu. And you guys are also on Twitter, too. I had to bring this up, too. Can you I don't know if you're running the Twitter or if Matt's running the Twitter, but do you want to say anything about your social media presence, too?
That's all Coach Colomini there. So he runs a good defense, coaches some good goalies, and runs a good Twitter account. So all the credit to him. So yeah.
That's the way we'll let it in. Again, Jamie Lockard, my name is Matt Noonan. And for more, athletics.wheatoncollege.edu.